What we usually start off with? Leather?
Leather britches.
No leather? No. Straight square dance beat's what that is.
Beautiful.
Now, that's Lord MacDonald's reel.
Good.
And we heard the Irish play it, didn't we?
Yeah.
It sounds just like that. They put a little more stutter in there maybe occasionally or something, but it's exactly, and here, 100 years apart between when we heard from them.
And you call it
Leather
britches.
There's a Scottish tune called Paddy's Leather Britches.
Oh, is there?
It's a jig, yeah.
Now, these leather britches are red, and it makes kind of sense. You know, these fiddle tune names, you never know where they come from. But I feel my kind of high. Sorry about it.
That's pretty good. Well, let's see. Let's play in D.
Fisher's Hornpipe.
Yeah.
You've heard that,
Oh,
haven't you? We haven't played for a month.
Oh, no.
Eureka Springs last time we played, and that was in big groups.
Let's play,
Turnback? Yeah.
It's Arkansas Turnback's the name here, but it's an old hornpipe. You know it is. It's got to be.
Play along with us.
I will. And I'm just having too much fun listening. Do you know a hornpipe called Witch of the Wave? You ever heard that?
You know who
No.
plays that? The
Who?
boy from Camden plays
Oh.
Witch of the Wave.
Oh,
It's got a minor throat goes into it somewhere. It's in D and it has a minor in there somewhere.
Well, let's see.
Doesn't it? Yeah, I think it
It's
does.
in G and then the B part is in D.
Yeah, yeah. But we
I don't
don't
know.
play it.
No.
What's his name? Played with him out there at that. I seconded him out there at the fairgrounds that time.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Kelly
Jones.
Kelly Jones. Kelly Jones. Good fiddle. He repairs furniture and plays one of those shows out there around Cameron or Lake the Ozarks.
Can we play Flowers of Edinburg?
All that.
Is that about the way you came out with them on the record?
There's something different in the A section. What was it?
You may have something better. We just made those chords up.
I think it was.
The first part,
I
you mean?
remember. Yeah, the first part.
E minor.
Yeah, that was the same. Yeah, that was it.
Just putting this A minor in there, probably.
Yeah.
You know, you can. There's a bunch of tunes in G where when you get in the D, you can rock back and forth, and that A minor will go in there, whether it's waltzes or a lot of things. Uncle Joe and a bunch of those. You can throw that A minor in just before you go to the D7 or D, whichever you
And you
Yeah,
use the B minor a lot too.
Even
in D, we use B minor a lot.
Even in,
B, I think B minor is one of the prettiest chords on the guitar.
Yeah.
that even is a little insert of that in.
Golden Slippers.
Golden Slippers.
Yeah.
That's an old minstrel
Yeah.
tune. There's a bunch of those old minstrel tunes that all date from the 1830s and 40s that are still Buffalo Gals. All of them are still popular as they can be. It's amazing how some of these. Here's a progression. You know all these. I don't know why I was showing it, but do that down home. Or whiskey, either one. They've all got it in there. But that, in D, what are we going to do here?
Whiskey.
Okay. I don't know if we do this in whiskey, do we? No, we skip the G in whiskey. Do down home. Here's a progression you can use in D. Now, you may already know this, but maybe in Irish music you don't do it.
Go ahead.
You can go D, B minor, G, E minor, A. It'll fit in 1,000 tunes.
Huh.
Yeah. We do a waltz.
I do it D, B minor, G to A, and
Well, yeah, but you can slip an E minor in
put
there
the E
too.
minor in
Watching
there.
this waltz here.
Okay.
Then you're A. Same thing. Right in around there.
That's beautiful.
But there's a lot of different tunes in G. There's a progression you can use, you know, on all your chords. It really, and on some tunes they'll fit right in there.
That's great.
We worked hard on our chords against the music, and a lot of times some of our thing may be clear out in left field, but on the other hand, we've made them work pretty good for us, and
They won't
there's
always
a lot
work
of
to play with
variation
somebody
anyway,
else, you know. There's no fiddler plays exactly the same way, you know, so sometimes it doesn't work.
I really like the chords you use.
Well, you know, I mean,
Gordon's chords, he
you know,
plays
50,
simple
I
chords,
watched,
but
yeah,
they're good.
You ought to see him go, though. I was watching him. Of course, his Irish music is a lot faster. Now, you were doing, see, I wish I could do one tune Texas style, just to show it on stage, because our program here takes from the earliest hornpipes up to rags and blues.
You mean Texas swing style?
Yeah.
Well,
Not exactly Texas swing, but just Texans bar chord, Texan seconds bar chord line, and they'll hit it. Now most of them are sloppy as they can be. They'll hit their bass notes real. They're always breaking bass strings, but then they'll slop on their chord. But when they do it good, like Texas Shorty's brother and some of those, man, it sounds good. Most of them don't do it that good.
Kirk can really do that.
Well, you were doing it. You were on some of those Irish tunes. You were coming up and down with a lot of chords. I watched you, and you were using the same progression on a some of those. So
well, a lot of them hit a chord for every time you pass
the
foot,
do.
they play another chord.
They're hitting a chord for every beat. And some of it's too much, I think.
You ever hear the Boys of the Lock?
Yeah, I've got a record, I think.
Remember their guitar player, Titch Richardson?
Well, I probably don't.
He was, I thought...
So you've been doing this, you've been doing that.
Fiddle doesn't very often happen.
Gordon says your father's from Cork.
Where was your father from?
County Cork.
Whereabouts in County Cork?
Sir,
Whereabouts in County Cork?
can't tell you. Never been over there, don't know. South of Dublin's all I know, I believe, south. Yeah.
When's his service? When are his services?
Tomorrow afternoon.
In Branson.
He springs up on 65, on 465 at 160. On that
there.
trip.
What is it?
Huh?
Is that bad?
That's him.
Oh, that's the other car. Yeah, this was
Good
play
feeling.
something here.
Well, you got company now.
Well, that's this way they'll know where to come.
Yeah. Got that E string way down there, Arthur.
Huh?
Miss that E string.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Good
Bridge a
fiddle.
little flatter than that?
Huh?
Your bridge a little flatter than that?
No, mine gets it round, but you got your E string dropped off. It angles slightly more than mine. More round. Yeah, that's a good fiddle.
Come join us. Come join us. You found your way. You have any trouble?
Probably parked in the road, they couldn't get in.
I didn't realize I was going to turn left after we got down here, so we were backing up and down
She's
there.
out.
Trying to,
Well,
we finally
yeah, everybody introduce this. Dr. Galbraith.
Dave find the dynamite to raise it.
Yeah. Made a few stops.
I'm Art Galbraith, and you're?
Rebecca Pringle. It's nice to meet you.
Gordon McCann.
Dave
Glad
Brown,
to
we
know
met before down in Warrensburg, but
Yeah, Dave, that's Bob Walsh. Let me go get a
I met
couple more
Rebecca
chairs
one
here.
time. Bob Walsh.
We didn't wait on you.
Well, that was good. About dusk.
He's always going off and leave his guitar like this. Some men
That's a
do.
nice way to leave it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the date today? 13th?
I tell him I really didn't want to touch it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it might be
Yeah.
skin and he's laid on dust.
Tell him it fell off.
Yeah, I fell off it. Damn thing slid over there, but I didn't want to touch it. I'm afraid I'll take care of him.
So what's been happening?
I'll just play a few tunes. Do you have any trouble finding the place?
Hey, we were afraid to touch that silly
That sure
thing.
didn't fall, did it?
Yes, it did. We were afraid to touch it. Afraid it skinned up. Anybody that lay their cotton picking guitar.
Isn't that all?
chair.
It did scare that much.
It didn't hurt it. Maybe you don't know better than to lay it down.
I know it. I did that in California one time.
I mean, go right back and lay it down again.
Do you have any trouble with my car?
Jordan, now you have your carrot done?
Well,
Yes,
It broke down about 2 miles from the lodge. Walk back and.
What happened, Dave?
I kept forgetting to put the clutch in. I kept coming down to stop, you know.
Yeah.
I put the brake on and oh yeah.
Spread around a little bit here.
I haven't driven a stick shift in so long that
So where's my transmission, Dave?
Yeah.
well,
You guys started up. I didn't know any old timey tunes.
Good grief. We don't know any new ones. We're in trouble. You know any new time tunes?
No.
It's pretty.
Play a waltz. You know waltz?
Yeah, play a
Keep up with the waltz.
Oh, go on. I'll
Bad.
Well, go ahead. Somebody plays it.
I'm being
Everybody wait.
Go ahead, Art.
yeah.
Play old man. Play old man. Play old feller.
I'm down and sit here.
You want,
Oh, you want a chair?
did I get your chair? Did I let get your chair? You were sitting on that board and I just, don't forget your beer.
Yeah. Oh, let's play some old.
Hey, Seamus.
Play Seamus? Yeah, that's a good, play Seamus. That's the stuff goes for that.
That's real Irish, you see, Seamus
That's
O'Brien.
lovely,
We
too.
played that at Wolf Trap, and boy, oh, what is that? We thought, you don't know that? And then we found out that it was written in 1867 by a guy named William Shakespeare Hayes, an American.
An American.
And they taped it and took it back to Ireland with them. And
Yeah.
that's supposed to be.
What
That's
is
pretty
it,
worse. Now,
19?
Kim sings, huh?
What is in the 19? I didn't think of that.
1867. Bill McNeil.
Kim sings it, doesn't she?
Kim sings it. It's really, she does a pretty
Greg
version.
Becker was saying we ought to get that and work it
He's a
out.
New Yorker, wasn't he?
Huh?
He's a New Yorker, wasn't
He wrote 300 and something songs. He was real prolific, but this and a couple others, the only ones that never.
Is William Shakespeare's his nickname or is it?
No, that's his real name. William Shakespeare Hayes.
I guess he
W.S.
lived up.
Hayes. I've forgotten what you know some of the other songs he wrote too, but I can't
I
remember
guess
what
he
they
lived
are.
up to his name, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he wrote a lot.
You know that tune? Is that the same tune?
Huh?
That's not the same tune. No.
Yeah, you're doing it.
Yeah?
What do you playing?
I can't remember his name.
the medley. It means he put words to it. Now he probably got that from an older. A lot of his songs where he would take, well, like a lot of songs are. They take a lot of hymns. A lot of hymns are just old ballads. They've taken put church music to.
Yeah, because
words
that's Seamus O'Brien's too, but I can't remember the other part of it.
Same thing.
Play us something we could follow. That means I can.
Let me see if you can.
I can't. That's it. That's it.
Why don't you teach them Miss Lillian Williams? That's a really nice
That's a
little waltz.
pretty little waltz.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
we like waltz.
Or the other waltz. How's my waltz go?
Which one?
No, this.
Miss Lillian Williams.
Miss Lillian Williams. That's a pretty waltz.
It is nice too.
My one of the girls, the girl in the band,
Yeah.
named after her grandmother. Comes from down in Arkansas. Her whole family comes from
The girl sings.
there.
She wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, another waltz is equally beautiful.
Yeah.
Play your waltz of the Ozarks.
There you go.
I can remember it. That's that on the back set, yeah. D, A,
She,
Shouldn't ask you to play things I don't know how to play. So.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
That's got some sharps or something.
What name you have for that?
It's Waltz of the Ozarks. It's called.
It's Waltz of the Ozarks.
There's D's in it, isn't there?
Oh, well, I'm missing a lot of things. No, there was a lot of things I was missing.
Yeah, one though that you was wearing there.
Oh, I wasn't going to them fast enough. It jumps quick to some of those, and I was missing that. But there's some sharps or something go in there on those. Play something. Your turn. What are you gonna play? Let's see. Play Sail Away Ladies. I like that. You know that?
What key do you do?
A. They'll have their sharp minor and a B minor in it. Just a little different version. Little different version. Do you have a cable in your house? Yeah, cable. Come on. Oh, yeah. Not allowed. I forgot to tell you, we don't allow cables down here. It's pure. Yeah, you have to stay pure. I'm sorry. No, you can leave it on since you're a guest. All those chords you were making the other day and you got to use a cable. He was going all over that. Leave it on, that's all right. He was going all over that other instrument he had. I watched it just go up and down.
Could you play that again? I want to see if I remember the way that...
that's real close to, though, is Sally Ann's.
Sally Ann.
Yeah, and a lot of people hear that and they hear Sally Ann, too.
Check your big ass. Sally Ann's my song, of course. You know that's, but it's, Sally Ann's always been played in A, and I've never seen anyone else play this in a key but G but R. He always plays it in A, and everybody else plays G level. So it's a little easier to tell them apart when you do it that way.
Well, lunchtime. There goes the food up. What do you want to drink? You want iced tea, wine?
Champagne.
I don't have champagne. White wine, red wine, or iced tea.
Give him the white wine and tell him champagne. He probably knows he'd be too polite.
Choice. It's a mug of brown ale.
Mug of brown
ale.
ale. Okay, mug of brown ale.
Irish tune.
It's also known as Patty in London.
Patty in
Patty in
London.
London?
It's supposed to be a version of Tom Billy's, but I can't see it. That's what I heard, but I
Kid on the Mountain.
got potato chip grease on my fingers. And
Well, I saw something flipping out there.
What on the mountain?
The Kid on the Mountain.
Kid?
Little goat, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
A goat on a hillside.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Play goat on the hillside. Get your fiddle out.
Wait a minute, man. Listen a little bit. Maybe get my fiddle out. Song, you know.
Your name, Becky?
The back.
What's that? And a mandolin now? Yeah, I'll get, you have so many different of those little instruments.
It's a different kind of mandolin. It works real good for the kind of stuff we do.
What were those? Those
4 reels. Shetland reels. Those were Shetland reels.
What's the first one?
They're Shetland reels.
Shetland reels?
Yeah, they're.
See, one of them is
One is
Millbrae.
modern. The first one is modern by written by an accordion player named Ron Cooper from Lyric. It's called Millbrae. And then a real common tune all over the British Isles is Far From Home.
That's the third.
That's the third one, yeah.
Third
The
one.
second one was called The Road to Hull. Yeah, that's a Tom Anderson tune. You ever heard Tom Anderson? He's
a fiddler from Southern.
Yeah.
Real
really
well,
great. And then the last one was called Bonnie Isle of Wallesley, and that's a traditional tune.
A couple of those I can kind of follow, okay.
Yeah.
They're real nice. They have a tradition all around them.
Shetland reels always, most of them sound like fast hornpipes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way they sound to me. And when I was first learning a few of them, I had a tendency to play them slow.
Talk to any Irishman will say that's what they are.
Yeah.
They get hold of the hornpipes and spell them.
Yeah.
It's really an Irish tune.
That's what they say about all that. Irish say all the Scottish tunes, the Scottish kings brought the Irish musicians over and then copied their music, especially bagpipe stuff, you know.
I'm sure there was a lot of give and take.
Oh, watch.
Liverpool hornpipe?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Liverpool. Lonnie played that to death. You know, that's what he always warmed up on.
Uh-huh.
Only quite a bit faster. But it's the same progression as Durang's hornpipe, too. It's the D-E-A-D.
Yeah, it's almost the same notes playing the shakes of barley, isn't it?
I don't know.
You know that reel.
You know
Yeah,
one of the shakes of barley, don't you?
It's the theme of Dave's show.
I don't remember the tune, just leave it at that.
That's a little different, but yeah, Yeah, I made the same difference, yeah.
I hope I have better luck.
Better watch if you catch any little ones, because it's crashing somewhere.
And
Put on your bait.
many little
Put on your bait and quit cussing the weatherman. Hide behind a post.
That's it, they're seeing you.
And good luck, Molly.
Don't let me forget my things down there.
You know that?
No, but you played against it.
That was that witch that played on.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that the same?
That's, I was trying to figure out what that was, yeah. Is that G and D?
G&D.
Yeah. That's that one that
And
Kelly
what's-
Jones plays up there. You know that Kelly Jones that plays up there.
You can play it on guitar
He's
and
got a-
C and G and it works real well.
Yeah.
Just out of that 1001 Tunes book.
Yeah, that's it.
Never got that book and I never use it. I don't think I've ever dug anything out
There's some
of
nice
it.
tunes in it.
Yeah,
Witch in
I
the Way
know.
was the first one, the very first tune in the book.
What?
That one I just played,
Yeah.
the very first tune.
You know when I was fooling
I
around.
mean, I was. Everything. Yeah, I played one of the Stony Points. It's the dog.
Oh, yeah,
Stony
do that.
Points. I can
Great.
remember.
Great.
Art plays one or
Tell
done
me
too.
that.
Art plays
I love
one,
it.
2, 4 parts. It was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
4 parts. I don't know why they played it. Play
I
them.
had to think of something else.
Done.
Don't leave me out on a limb, because I don't know some of these things he plays.
See if it's the same thing.
What's the other name for that?
Pigtown.
Pigtown, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
on that
Is
record
it
of
the one
New
that's-
England.
Chieftains.
Yeah.
That?
Yeah, that's it.
You what?
Let me drag that. I'll pay yours on something else too. Temper drag.
That also called Nigger's Wood Pond too, isn't it?
That's who?
How about it?
I don't know.
I've
Somebody,
heard it different.
I've never heard it called that.
an
Ethiopian with a fuel supply.
That the one you talking about?
Yeah.
What's your play? Yours?
Butchered it up.
I've got even a different one.
Yeah, that one I
never
go.
did learn that little.
Well, it's not Stony Point anyhow. It's Kelton's Real. Kelton's Real.
Calton's?
C in it. C-A-L or K-E-L?
K-E-L. doggone many Stony Points.
Could that name have been taken from a guy who played that tune all the time and just put his own variation?
Any way in the
Sure.
world that mix-up can happen, that can happen in a fiddle tune.
Sure, that's
You
exactly.
know Angus Camel? You know Angus Camel?
Uh-huh.
You know Agnes Camel? You know
Ah!
Angus Cattle? Rose of Avamore, do you know that one? Rosebud of Avamore? Rose of, let's see, what's the other one? There's Rosebud of Avamore, Rose of Evermore, all the same one. And then
Rosebud of Allen,
Gene
maybe.
O'Donnell wrote me back and said that really is Rose, if you knew
Rosebud
Gaelic,
of Allen.
Almar or something, and it means an island off the north coast of Ireland, is what it is. Whatever the word Gaelic word for island is something more.
Innis.
More.
Innis Moore.
Okay.
Large island in the
Yeah,
more.
big island.
Okay, that's what it really is.
Innocence.
Rose Venice? Might be different island.
Rose of Venice Moore, is that what it's?
It'd be Rosebud. It's called both ways on this. Rosebud of Avamore and Rose of Avamore.
These flies are biting pretty good.
Yep.
That's a part in there that you didn't put, and
Yeah.
I don't play a part you do.
Yeah, right.
There's an old Irish tune called, an old air called Rosine Douve, which means the dark rose. And there are variations of it. Come out Rosin the Bow.
Uh-huh.
And,
Yeah,
Our best one that I waited for a year and a half to get to Sedalia. There's a real pretty waltz called Westphalia Waltz, and there was a fiddler down here named Cotton Combs who was a wino, and when he was 55, he looked 105. We always said if we wanted to show kids what not to do with their body, we'd show them cotton. But he was a smooth fiddler, wasn't he? Really relaxed and smooth. And when he played Westphalia Waltz, he would call it the West Sedalia Waltz. And we gave a concert today, and I've been waiting a year and a half to introduce that as the West Sedalia Waltz.
I'll tell you one thing he did that was really, to me, funnier than that. He introduced La Golondrina to this part of the country. No one played La Golondrina around here until Cotton brought it back from the Baugh Valley. But he brought it back and called it my Golden Dreamer.
Dreamer, yeah, he called it the Golden Dreamer.
Coming down there.
Oh, he
Sounds
was
like it.
smooth. He was a smooth
Yeah.
fiddler, though. He'd sit there with his cigarette just hanging out of his mouth, and he'd look like he's ready to go to sleep, wouldn't he? He'd just sit there
But he was
and...
ready to pass out.
Yeah, that's the truth. He was ready to pass.
and he rolled his own too.
Yeah, but he was a smooth fiddler.
So he'd fiddle down. If we were playing here and he decided to go to the bathroom, he'd just lay his fiddle down there on the gravel. He wouldn't
Just go.
get up and go. And it didn't make any difference where. One night we were playing a big crowd of people around the bow. I mean, a big crowd. He could have bumped into anyone, but instead he touched the bow to the pole, you know, and he just excused himself all over for punching that guy with his bow. You know.
He hit the tent pole, huh?
Pardon me, sir. No, but he gave a pretty good little job. He was a good old boy, though.
Yeah, he was.
Fine-hearted guy.
Yeah, he was.
The whole family is
Fayetteville,
good people.
Arkansas, I suppose.
He weighed probably 120 pounds. The rest of the boys all over 6 foot, all from 240 on up. Jimmy probably weighs 3 1/4.
Yeah, that bass player.
No.
Who was the
Oh,
bass? Don.
player.
Who's Don? His cousin or his brother?
I don't know any Don.
I
But,
thought there was a Don.
you know, Clinton is the bass player.
Okay, that's what I meant.
And I'm trying to think of Stony Point, another one, but I can't get it through my head.
It's a little bit like walking on his own.
Yeah. That's it.
Play foot. Now, wink the other eye.
All right.
Okay. This is probably good.
It's beautiful too.
Wink the other eye.
Wake the other.
I heard that. Lonnie's first one I heard play it. I didn't even know you played it till a couple of years ago. Where did you think he got that from? Lonnie, this Lonnie Robertson we talked about, was from here, then went up and was professional for 40 years, but he's St. Joe and really broke into radio and everything. But there was a Nebraska fiddler named Uncle Bob Walters that lived up in there. Christensen writes a lot about
Walters
it.
playing it though.
Well, but he
got a
picked
lot
up a bunch of tunes
got a
from
lot
up there,
of,
and then he brought them back down
All this
here.
stuff in his records.
Yeah, and I'd listened to these guys like the Joneses playing. I think, well, isn't that a nice old Ozarks tune? And come to find out, Lonnie brought him back from
Walters.
up north, from up
You
north.
can pretty well
Missouri.
tell old Jones's tunes all come from Lonnie, just like Wayne's do.
Yeah,
They're all,
yeah.
I mean, Wayne's broke out in a new world all at once. I've got him playing other tunes. Did you notice that? I've got him playing tunes. I've got him hitting his guitar to where you can hear it. Hell, he's just as bright, you know, all at once.
Looks better too.
He even looks better, yeah.
Well, let's play something. Then you play something and you play something.
Just
I
like
play,
that.
here, play
Play
something they haven't heard. What about,
Hooker's Hornpipe.
no, let me get something
All right,
come up
play
around this
myself
area
then.
up here. I will. I'm going to listen to you here right now. Let's see. Not Brown's Dream. What's the other name for it? Across Ford. I can remember it now. Haven't played that in a long time, have
How about Priscilla? Anybody know that you play Priscilla? You second, Priscilla?
we? Kinda. Anything goes wrong, he'll blame me. D goes in somewhere, I remember. Well, I haven't played that but once or twice with you. I'll hear about it. He'll say you. I'd have sounded better if I had an old guitar player.
Talk to him hard tonight when you got him by himself. Just talk to him about something.
I'll play. Got to have an MC here going. Sit around and talk all the time. We don't know.
I don't know. See if it just sings and goes.
Oh yeah, you played that on the
Right.
That's a Cork tune, Bob.
coming molasses or molasses or something. That's when you said that out there. Stone King said molasses or something there.
I know very little of the country.
Excuse me.
In and around your left, all the way around there.
You ought to get her to play Spirit of the House. She wrote really, really nice.
Probably one of your dad's things.
I was just listening to that one and trying to think about how much rice straw was in it.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
What was the tune that you thought was that we played that was over the water to Charlie?
Oh, I found that part now. It's not the one you played. Let's play Your Over the Water, Charlie. this is the one you played is I got it in there. There was people singing. It's the same one, same melody.
D. Now that's just handed down. That's what my uncle played and called it Over Water Charlie. I have no idea whether that's the right tune or not. And there may be several versions.
They play another one now, but they play the same one that the Williams family sings.
Which one is that?
Yeah, which...
Well,
what is it?
You played it. It was the first tune you played on a medley of 3 tunes that you didn't tell anybody what they were, which tape recorder people always love. You know, when some announcer doesn't announce the tunes. Then
Who announced them?
Huh?
Who announced them?
You did.
I was announcing.
Yeah.
They were jigs, right?
Almost like a nursery rhyme, the way they sing it. I'll put that on there in a minute. Let me go get it right now. Yeah, it's a real bad recording because I sat there and the daughter was playing the fiddle right over my mic, and the mother and the other 2 daughters sing real softly, and they were sitting across the room. But you'll hear her tune, her medley of it, or I mean the melody of it.
I think it was the one. God, I can't remember what it is.
Where'd you learn most of your music, Art?
Huh?
Did you learn fiddle growing up?
Uh-huh.
Right, did your dad play? Or?
No, my dad didn't. I had 2 uncles that did. And the funny thing about it, I absorbed the tunes. One of them lived with us, and he taught me, although he had a finger missing. He played 3 fingers, but he played a lot of tunes, slid a lot on his instruments, you know. But
All kindness and grace.
I'm set. You're set.
don't
sit out your
Oh, I won't. I won't.
Scared the hell out of me when you fell.
Let's see. Now this over to
Brahms,
Emily.
Emily, yeah.
And it took me, youngest daughter, Carolyn, she got 2 little kids, the
Your
oldest
last
is
name
4.
Brown.
Brown.
Okay,
Brown,
Jim's
Allison
brother had some
Moore's,
kittens down there, and they
Random,
played those kittens the whole afternoon, just little bitty kittens. We started back home last night, and he's standing up, leaning on my shoulder there while I'm driving along.
Yeah, those,
I sneezed about 4 times in a row, and I said, boy, I'm allergic to blooming cats.
Yeah,
I
they
said,
break up until
you
it's
kids
empty.
didn't stick one of those kittens in your phone. Bring it a long way, you did you? You know. Now that little 4 years old. Of course, I knew they hadn't done that, see. But he's just that quick. He didn't answer me. He just run his hand in his pocket and done like that with his fingers in one of my pocket, and he said,
Random more.
"What do you think, Pablo?" He said, "What do you think, Pablo?"
Let me go.
last night's fun. I get those two confused.
There's someone.
The B section is. Last night's fun. It's like. Is it that kind of?
Yeah, something like that.
Not to be confused with last night's joy. You know that one?
I wasn't there. Now I got my attention.
Well, have y'all jammed very much since you've been down here with all the other musicians, or?
Haven't
Not a whole lot.
It's surprising how little music we have in common. You know, it's really strange.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, it is.
when you've just been doing
Yeah.
Irish for the
Well,
last 10
but that's
years.
what's fun is to get around and just listen to each other. You know, I really love.
I don't know, I
jam.
really want to pick
I'd
up
rather
some
do
of
this
these old
than-
timey tunes because
Get your cross tune one out. And,
yeah.
Get a cross
please.
tune now. You got one cross tune, do I?
No,
I thought you said you
Cross
already had
tune.
one.
I've got one cross tune, but Lord,
Yeah.
you can't. I've always got one cross tune. No telling where to
let me
be tuned.
let me mess with your mandolin a little while you play with your.
Sure.
I can play a little bit with these people, but I can't play with you.
This is cross to G.
Black Mountain or White Mountain?
Black.
Black.
Yeah, that's a colored one.
look at that fiddle. Look at the back of that fiddle.
Yeah, that's quite a fiddle.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What
That
does that
is
remind you of?
wild.
It's exactly the same maker. It's the same guy, or the same carver,
That's who.
as Johnny Cunningham's fiddle.
Are you serious?
Yeah, have you ever seen Vassar Clement's fiddle?
Hey,
that has
I
You've
Yes.
seen Mike Ireland's fiddle? That's Mike Ireland's. Mike Ireland's got a fiddle just like that.
That's the stuff.
Exactly the same, a copy of Johnny's.
It's got a nice sound too, you know.
Got a good sound. It's a long neck. It's different crooked.
I bet that's the same maker, isn't it?
Yeah, imagine. He was the first fiddle maker, you know, before Amati.
What's the name?
Before Diffelkruger. D-U-I-F-F-E-R-U-G-C-A-R.
Well, Johnny's has seams all over the back, and then
Yeah.
What do you want, a D?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it right there.
Let's dismiss.
I'm getting close now, all right? I was a little low in it.
There's your
Go ahead.
Roger.
Yeah, go ahead and play. I'll get
Oh, I
my
got one
corner
here.
and fine tune it.
well, listen. Whoever finishes first gram, that's a spare beer. Is what
Go ahead and play one. I'm gonna get right around the corner and fine tune it now. I've got it close.
they play with. Go ahead and play.
I like to find a case like this.
you know Shady Grove.
Now they sing
Oh,
that
I've
Shady
heard
Grove.
it
His
too
family.
many
It's on
times.
there. It's on that
Really?
tape too.
Shady Grove, my true love. Do you play that?
No,
Oh, that's so fun.
I like the way blind fella. What's his name?
The guitar player?
Yeah,
Doc Watson?
Scott Walsh. He played and sings a good version of that.
What's that? What is it? Or something like
What's it, E minor? Is it?
some folks, some come here to fiddle and sing, some come here to tarry, some come here to fool around. Da da da. I don't remember that. Some come here to marry. Shady Grove, my true love. Da da. Then it's the chorus. And there's one.
I never did quite see through the meaning of that. I mean, Shady Grove supposed to be a person or what?
It's a place, I think.
It's a place, but it sounds in the song like it's a person.
Huh.
Was there some tune we played?
It sounded to me just like they sang it. What that way she played it to me in my
Oh,
ear.
I
It
see what
sounded
you're
just
talking
like
about,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that Over the Water Charlie, just like that girl was playing the fiddle. The melody sounded the same to my ear, and it was the first tune you played of a medley of 3 tunes.
Was it a jig?
Not that.
Of course, all of them were going at once, you know, too. So, no, don't think that's it. What is that? I've heard that.
That's
Known here as a
Swallowtail.
swallowtail.
or,
Yeah, Swallowtail. That's
Dancing
Brendan Mullihill plays that on a record.
Uh-huh.
I've got a record of him playing that.
there's
Two
some
of
other
these suckers down
three
to
tunes.
D, and you just can't, you just take
Well,
forever,
dancing
you just
guys
keep
do
losing,
that.
losing ground, yeah. And
You're
then
in D now.
yeah, they used to be tightened up, boy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet I know. Was it?
That's it, right there. That's it. That's one. Now, that sounded to me That's what she was.
Now that's an interesting thing, because
That's the one. You started
That's
the medley
not
of
the
3 tunes, Luke. You started with the water
You
charts.
confused us because there's 4 tunes.
Oh, is it 4? Oh, see, I can't tell when you change tunes.
5, okay.
In fact, I'll read
See, I'm
on the
very
backs of my
confused.
records and I think, well, this is a good one. And I know some guys, but I want to tell him to listen to it, but I don't know which one it is because
Yeah.
they switch from one to the other, and I can't tell. Can you ever tell whether they're changing from one to the other?
Not very good.
You'll say you played 3, and I'll
Now,
think you
that
played 2.
4-part tune
you
they
know,
played a
so.
while ago wasn't too hard to tell, because they changed.
Change keys and
You
that.
wasn't changing.
Well, what was that then?
What is that called?
that's, that version is called Top of the Mall, but that tune has a lot of versions.
Well, that sounded to me like what they were playing on there. See, in my ear, that sounded to me
It's
like
the
what they
same
were.
mode.
Yeah.
It's in the same kind of beat.
Yeah.
All right, play
That's
something in D now. What are you gonna play? Run Park Retreat?
Oh,
I don't care, any of them.
Actually, the parts is
oh, I love this. It's beautiful.
I like that.
Where'd you get that?
Pearl Willie,
Yeah, but where'd you get it?
where'd I get it?
Yeah.
It's an old song.
Is this pretty conventional to do that too?
Yeah.
It's old though. It is old, but it's real common
Oh, yeah.
in this part of the country. I guess everywhere it is. You hear it a lot.
I love that.
Yeah. Dudley Murphy, you know, put it on record.
It's got a lot of words to it. I can't remember the words now, but I used to sing it when I sang.
Maybe we'll get inside in a few minutes here.
Hard to hold D tuning, it's so low.
Yeah.
Did you ever use the AE tuning?
Yeah,
That's a neat tune.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a neat. That's a neat too.
That's a neat tuning. Italian.
Yeah. Oh, I fool around with a lot of those stupid tunings, haven't you, Art? A lot of them.
What's the matter here?
What's the matter? What's the matter with me?
I don't know, I'm kinda like you, I kinda like the D about as well
Yeah, I
as any
think
of
that
them.
sounds as old time.
That Bonaparte's Retreat is pretty there, and
Play that.
Can you play that one?
Run Nigger Run's about as
Play,
good as
that's
any
the one I
of them.
like. This really, to me, sounds as old as tune is.
Run 'em off.
Play that Run Nigga Run. That's it. Run Johnny Run nowadays.
No, it is not. I cut old Ken Sloan 5 points on that in Mountain View because he called it Run Johnny Run. That's not the name of it.
Well, I thought since the 60s they were supposed to call it Run Johnny Run.
No, it's Run Nigger Run. That's the name of the tune. What else? You can't
I feel
change
like
the name of a
argument going on
tune.
here.
But they have,
They have, yeah.
some fiddlers don't call it run nigger.
Not anymore.
I know they don't. I know that, Art. But it's still not the name of the tune, Run
No,
Johnny.
I know what
Not
you
the name of the tune. I can remember.
Fred Stone King has a story about his dad getting ready to play
Something.
something with nigger in the title.
Nigger sounded good.
And
No.
there's
Or Dead Digger one.
Or
They
Bigfoot
played
nigger.
those.
There's Bigfoot nigger too. Is another
No,
one.
it's something else.
Began with it.
But the guy, nigger in the woodpile or something.
No,
Is that really the song?
it was something nigger. It was.
Anyway, there were 4 blacks that he knew sitting in the front row. And he said, we're going to play a tune called Muddy Weather. He says it's been known as that for a
Well,
long time.
that's his Muddy Weather is, I know what you mean, I know which one you mean, because he played it down in Mountain View. Because he whispered to me as it
probably
came
still-
off, he said,
Lee.
I couldn't use the real name of
Yeah.
that. He said, that's something, I forgot which one it was though.
Lee Stone did.
Yeah, this one here, this Stone King.
Fred.
Fred said this, that Eureka.
Oh, down Eureka.
Yeah, down Eureka.
Old Lee played, well, as most of those guys did, played about 5 or 6 that had nigger in the name of them, you know, too. Nigger sounded good, and then Dead Nigger's another one I can't remember.
Do
And then Joneses play one called Bigfoot Nigger.
you know a tune called Year of Jubilo?
Yeah, somebody
That's
plays that
a,
right.
that's a real common
Play it,
tune.
it's gone. I don't play it.
I know.
Oh, you're right.
You play it?
No.
I can't.
Alton plays that, I think. Jubilo or whatever it is. I've got about 2 or 3 of them.
Play it. It's in the DJ. Draggy,
I don't know too.
yeah, what you got to do now, drag your G string. Yeah, you got to do. Just drag that G string. Yeah.
Oh.
Drag your G when you're playing that. Not bad. Yeah, on the flipper. Like that. There you go.
It's like adjusting.
There you go.
What? And those were more I thought they'd be. What was that tune?
Run, nigga, run.
Oh, okay.
We're getting you low down hillbilly with all this stuff now.
That's
Play,
pretty
you
good.
play Bonaparte's Retreat. Play it that with it, Carl.
Where? Show me how it goes?
You know it already, though. The tune.
I don't know. Terrible.
Late on this now.
Now that's old-timey sounding stuff, see? Now didn't the old-time fiddlers play that because it's simpler to play than...
Well, they get a better rhythm with it because a lot of times they didn't have a guitar or anything.
Never had a guitar.
Yeah, this just last 60 or 70, 80
Play
years.
a lot of
or so.
open strings, you get some rhythm that you wouldn't ordinarily
Yeah.
pick up.
Shoot, Lodi, I played a lot of square dances without
Yeah.
second.
That's one that works good there.
Mm-hmm. Now what do you hit when I'm hitting that? What do
Just
you
A
hit?
minor.
G minor.
Let's play it like it's an A, but it comes out B where you're playing.
Yeah, I never had no.
B minor.
But,
Yeah.
I know what you do.
Well, he's playing. He's got a capable playing.
I know, but
Yeah.
what
I
you
act like I just make instead of going A B, I go G A, but it comes since it's capable, it comes
I
out.
know what your system is, but your call it's actually B minor.
Yeah, yeah.
So many bar chords. You got a thumb that'll bend it.
I'd try if I bent
You ever
my
do that
thumb
one?
like that.
Huh?
You ever do a D with an F sharp in your bass lick?
I don't know.
A lot of people do that.
Now I know it's
Well, he can do it. Make a D and put your thumb on it.
Yeah.
That's it, but he's just doing it on second, 2 frets higher.
Yeah.
So.
And then you go to a G from that. It gives you F sharp G in the bass. That's
Oh.
hard to get any other way.
I know a lot of women play G's this way.
A lot of men do.
Do I have
Oh,
those
man,
two?
dude. some of them leave the thumb off.
And play E6 all the time.
You know, one down there, Ozark, one thing I didn't tell you, I was telling you about this old place where I met Art, where we used to play up at Emmanuel Woods. You'd get people in there didn't know all the chords, so you'd have about 8 people sitting in a circle, nobody really in tune. And of course, the amplifier's going and everything, but it is a lot of fun. It's in the old store on Saturday nights. So here'd be somebody, and here's somebody, here's a guy over there going. And then there's somebody over there watching him, and it was like roll your boat. Everybody was making a chord at a different time because they were watching to see how they were putting their hands.
It's kind of like that old gossip game, right? Where you whisper in somebody's
Yeah.
Of
course, they'd be better off if they played like Glendale. You know, Glendale.
Yeah.
McGinnis.
What's he do?
Grab a G chord and play. Don't look at that damn what you're playing.
Yeah. Well, I told him. Art said there's a guy who used to come to Ozark and played in the C all night. Never played in the C. He knew C, and that's all he knew.
We'd have a great time.
He borrowed
It's allowed.
he borrowed
Answers
the
chords and everything.
C, F, and G. He played it all night, no matter A or whatever. But he sat right there and he just had the best time.
Hey, the old man comes down to Cameron and Blue every time we're trying to hide from him. In fact, we don't put out where we're going. He comes down and he's got an old tenor banjo and he looks at his neck and he gets
That's what so these guys.
neck him down there, boy, and he leaves these top 2 strings open. Boy, he's gonna trunk. Dang boy, never changes.
The floor joists were just about gone in that old building. You remember the store building?
Oh, yeah.
And the chairs would be along the walls. There's one stove in the back and one light hanging up here. And it was an old frost front store is what it was, just ready to fall in when finally a big snowstorm ended it. And they'd get out there, and especially some of these big hefty gals get out there jig dancing or something. And the people sitting along there was writing on the wall, and you'd see their heads going like this. And they wanted they'd ask Daniel, they'd say, why don't you let us put in this bit? It's got a John named John in this. And he said, yeah, that is a basement. And he said, if they go through here, they're only going 6 inches. Or something. The floor was right up to the basement to it. The characters came there, wasn't they? Gee whiz.
You better put that in the case, I'll drop it first thing you know.
I don't even know.
Good for it. Could you open it, please?
Kitchen girl?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
How's it go, Raj?
That stuff that, didn't it?
How about dog on the carpet?
I remember hearing somebody say that, but I don't know what it
Falling down the sheets?
Don't know anything.
No grandmother tore the sheet.
Hey, play, you know, of course, you know
Grandmother tore the sheet with her toenail.
You play Granny with your dog,
That's,
right?
It's a good team.
Yeah, that's the North
You play
Missouri.
granny one, but your dog bite.
What is it?
Well, you
Granny
said you played my album quite a bit, and it's got granny with a dog bite on it. And you asked me to play that. I guess it didn't do a very damn good job.
Well, I don't know it. I probably know the tune, but not the names. I told you they had that tape in the big barrel down at Ashley's. 50 cents on hard to sell items. find I don't really know that tune. I know part of it, but not like I heard an old boy down at Ozarks say one time. I said, "You know that guy's name?" He said, "I know him halfway. I know his first name." That's why I know that tune. I know the first part.
That's one of the tunes you play?
Huh?
Francis Graham? Is that a tune you play?
No. Tell you one that's an old Scottish tune that he played, Waverley. Have you ever heard that? That's on one of the records.
Waverly's a pretty.
Waverley, play Waverley. Is that G? Yeah.
I'll play you my Walsh.
Okay.
Is that on one of your records?
One of my tunes.
What do you call it?
4th of July Waltz.
What place it?
She plays that on
Good,
the
I'd like to see.
Did you say you played another waltz? Sorry, you played that real cool one.
This waltz. I don't have it
Oh, I had
right.
an air or something. Loop pick. That's loop pick. Nice.
If you'll run that for me, I'd love to get that down right now.
It's written in G.
OOKPIC. French. it, but I
Here you
knew
get
that
the
one.
last chord.
We play a little different than Art plays, but we play. But we haven't
We
played
play,
this song.
we play an A.
No, I played G.
You played in G, but the progression from the B minor to the A minor is a little different.
Play it, Art.
But I
Yeah.
kind of lost it.
We hadn't played it in so long. Got a real pretty chord progression to it, real pretty. Not the way I hit part of it, but not all of it there.
Connie, or, I was thinking of Connie's tune. Would you play a 10 Cup Waltz?
I'm trying to think how it goes. Tin Cup Waltz.
Tin Cup Waltz. Okay.
That was written by Connie Dover, too.
She named it after a town in Colorado. I think it's a real
Town
nice
of 20 people.
Yeah.
Put that map. Put that on the map. Then it's 20.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll play a waltz.
yeah, I haven't played that in a long time. That's when you hear down Oklahoma. Somebody finished off that last. That finished.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
all right. Finish. Take it over there and finish it.
You're telling stories about
Just
drunken
about did
fiddlers
finish
here, right?
Oh, we'll do another drunken fiddler story coming up.
Yeah. Oh no, F sharp minor could have probably gone in there instead of that. They're so instead of that B minor. They're so close. They're so close, so it doesn't make much difference.
What's
On
the
that
other
dreamer.
close one?
F sharp
Oh, F
minor.
sharp.
There's another beer in that icebox in there if you want one.
Fire it down.
Yeah.
Have another beer or we go to sleep.
What did you need there? Where you didn't have
I haven't played that much. No what? I sit the G. I sit the G.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you hit
Play,
a while ago.
Play West Sedalia Waltz. Do you know the West Sedalia Waltz? I remember it. I rock back and forth. I don't know what this is. What is it? And then rock back and forth between that and A minor. I never do it the second time. But usually you go like this. Like just in A minor and hold it. And D. What is this?
West Sedalia Waltz.
What is this?
Augmented, de-augmented.
De-augmented.
Yes,
You know, west and over the ways you can rock back and forth like that, and then back into
yes.
that.
Play Rossi Waltz.
I can't shout chords is my problem. I lose where I am. Golden Dreamer, okay.
It's indeed. And it is.
Don't play too many slow ones in a row here. We all drift off.
You want to play Trouble with the Caves or something?
Yeah, that's all right.
You guys got on to me for 10 niggers a while ago. Now, I'm not going to get carried away and play Hell Among the Yearlings.
All right.
Everybody you play with don't put them in.
I know, but he does.
But he and I are on the two.
Yeah, and I was
I'll let them
trying to
out.
wait, and all of a sudden you'd shoot. I'd have to shoot back up again.
Oh, little Texas fiddle.
Play,
Everybody's second that
I
too.
wonder how
Play
these
Dubuque's.
get their name.
You know Dubuque's Hornpipe? Dubuque's Hornpipe, you ever heard that?
I've heard it was an Irish tune called I Married My Wife and Danced on Top.
Somebody felt that way sometime.
Probably.
Get 'em off with
I know it.
I know it's
Dubuque's Hornpipe.
I know it by another name.
Irish tune, yeah.
Yeah, it's Irish tune.
What? Also Lighthouse.
What?
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse?
No, some,
There's an Irish equivalent. I'm trying to think
Well,
of
with
it.
this case,
the second part of it,
Is it Sally Garden?
yeah. Hit the road?
Well, I said I hit the wrong chord.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was trying to hit a
What do you call
conduct
it
with
to?
it.
Dubuque's Hornpipe.
What is that?
I don't understand, how does a hornpipe work? How do these hornpipes,
Yeah, hornpipes and reels are indistinguishable now.
really?
Yeah, I think a hornpipe was slower, wasn't it, at
Yeah.
one time?
In-
Originally, it
in
was
Ireland
slower.
it is. The
Yeah,
hornpipe's slower.
oh yeah.
But
They
in
sped
Scot-
these up for square dancing is what they
But in
did.
Scotland, a hornpipe is as fast as a reel, if not faster.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
Well,
This
there's
country
whether
took hornpipes and made
Ho-
fast square dance tunes.
Hoedown, make hoedowns out of it.
Hoedown.
They play them in contests for hoedowns here.
But
And damn near all of
hornpipes
them.
to me goes off something like.
See that Elvis Gill started playing fiddle hornpipe.
We would play a hornpipe like that or a little bit slower, probably.
Oh, yeah.
That's about the way I think a hornpipe ought to
You
be.
know the home ruler.
Yeah.
Why don't you play that?
What is it?
It's a home ruler.
Home rule.
Daniel O'Connell.
The home ruler.
He's a member of parliament, I guess.
That's how we would play a hornpipe.
Now that's, I can relate to that. See, that's,
Why don't you
That's
play
the-
that Scottish hornpipe on the fiddle and then the one that Brian McNeil and them played, the lady. Name of that hornpipe.
Pipe hornpipe? They recorded? Which album? You don't mean the Presbyterian hornpipe?
No, I mean the one that comes after that funky one that they did, you know, the funky number they did, on, I think it was on Almost More Than Band.
Oh, you mean, Northumbrian hornpipe?
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Oh.
trying to pick
What
it
is
up
it,
off you.
hooker?
What is
Hooker.
it?
Hooker's
Now,
hornpipe.
let's see. You know Taylor McBain.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor calls that something else because he thinks hooker's a bad word.
Oh, yeah, I
He
know.
doesn't. He calls it something else. I've forgotten what it is.
That's right, I forgot.
He won't play hook. He won't say hooker's hornpipe.
Now, what is this?
It's Thompson.
Huh?
It's Thompson.
It's Thompson. What is that, Miss Thompson?
Yeah,
That sure sounds like something else, doesn't it?
Well, right there in a little part of it does.
Yeah,
Fishers or anything.
I guess that's what it is. Must be Fisher.
It's a Northumbrian hornpipe. North England. Well, that sounds almost French Canadian.
That's
Grains number 2.
Durain's hornpipe number 2. I think because somebody just couldn't think of the right name of it. Now here's a That's Lady's Fancy, and there's also another tune called Lady's Fancy, but I don't.
Now, Ramona Jones has taken that lady's fancy of his and sped it. Have you heard that record?
Oh, I did.
Jeez.
She run
It's
too.
just like this. I can't even make the changes that. I can't even make the changes that fast. But I don't know why she did
And
that.
there's another, it's on one of my records called that's Rocky Mountain Hornpipe.
What
You
is
know,
that
they-
tune that Kevin Burke played, Major Mitchelltown Never Slowed Down? You know that?
She say no, this
could hum the first few bars of it.
I may know it. I mean.
I know the name of it, but I mean.
You would ask me.
Yeah, I know the tune. I can't call it mine. What's that?
Yeah. Never heard of that.
Sweet Tater Ale.
Sweet Tater. You played for it.
I got to play one or two more and go to home.
I just remember it's just 2:34 by God's time, so it's not
Democrat,
as late as it really is.
Democrat time or Republican? What you go by?
Both.
I'll play my
Oh,
version of
Depends on
Billy
how I
and
want people to leave or
Low
not.
Yeah, I was going to ask
Play
you
what?
that. This is
Billy
great.
Logan.
This is great.
This is one that's a little long in there like that on the cattle too. You know.
Yeah, long game. Well, I'll play my version when you get done.
Not that setting. Not like he does.
We don't know. Play it anyhow.
Where did you get that like that with those extra beats in?
That's my family. I learned that a long time ago, and it's always played that way, and I've always played that way. But of course, it's long. You know, it's a long count
We'll
in
start
that
playing
second
that,
part.
and some other guitar players will walk up and start playing, and all of a
Most
sudden
of
their
them-
heads are going, wondering what's going on, because it stretches on further.
What's the name of it?
That's Billy in the Low Ground. Billy in the Low Ground.
Billy in the Low Ground.
But that's just like when I play lines. That's the reason a while ago I just left them out there.
Well, I was looking for it though.
Yeah, you was looking for most of them are not. Most of them are.
What was that tune that Fred was playing with you? No Little Home to Go To?
Oh, that'd be great.
We call it Seneca Square,
Yes,
yeah.
where does it go?
Oh, it's also called something about the Federal.
Do you play that like with a different
A
setting?
little bit different than that.
Can you
What's the
would
name
you-
of it?
Shoot, I played
No
those.
Little Home to Go To?
Yeah,
Or,
got a little home to go to, isn't that
Oh,
it?
got a
Little
little.
home.
Got a little home to go. Got a little home to go
Hey,
to.
Ronnie, you
I haven't played it in
Now
a long.
that's also called the Seneca Square Dance, and
There's also another name to it.
Yeah,
they
something
do.
something about
But
the
got a little
Federal.
home to go.
Here
I believe
Come the
Fred
Federal.
Stone King played it and called it got a little home to go.
something.
I'm gonna put
Like,
that.
could
You ever hear him play?
Oh, okay.
I
All right.
can't play it well now. I can't
Well,
remember now.
I just love to get a different setting on there.
And I'm losing.
That, yeah, you got it. That, what is, that's not little go to? That isn't, Black Sally Gooden, is it?
No, no.
Just sounds the same.
Yeah, no, it just sounds the same.
I can't get it in my head. I can't get it in my head right. You played that all the way through
It's
that.
also
I knew
got,
darn
there's
well.
another name for it. There's another name
Yeah, there is.
for it. A more,
Whatever Fred was doing with it was beautiful.
yeah. But that's common around here. That's quite a few people
Yeah.
play that, but I can't think. It's real close. I got
Fill
a
out, we've got all
home.
those long notes and he filled them out, you know, it was real.
See, I've got probably 1,400 tunes in there. That there's no telling how many of them are just a variation of another. You know.
did you ever see a movie called The Long Riders?
Yeah.
That was used in the movie.
Now wasn't there a group in a bar, a little band in a bar playing that or something?
No, it was
Some
done,
movie
it was
on?
wedding dance. It was the wedding dance.
Maybe
It was
that's
Jane's
okay.
wedding.
All right.
It's the Ry Cooder version.
I can't believe you haven't been doing this. All these musicians around here, I thought you'd been doing this every night, you know. And I asked those at Horse Creek bunch, I said, well, they told me about this. I said, oh, yeah, I'll go hear this Irish group, you know. Shoot, I didn't know I'd heard them already, you know. But they said, they're really good. You ought to go hear them. And I thought, well, I said, have you played with them? No.
Yeah,
Of course, these guys have got a bunch of other things they do, too, you know.
oh, we've been pooped out too. We get
Well,
back to the
yeah,
lodge
you do. That's right. That's right.
after 9 hours out of
Yeah,
9 hours.
yeah, that does
It's
get
shameful.
Could you do that for a
Shameful.
living though, like Kim and did that for years, all that bunch, every day, 5
I don't
days,
know
6
how they
days
do
a
it.
week,
Play there all
4 and
season.
5 years. And of course, the audience always wants to hear Orange Blossom Special and
Right.
Redbird, and you got to play these over and over and over.
Get you sick of that stuff.
Oh, I would get so tired of that. I couldn't.
Bob,
I won't do it.
would
You gotta play.
indulge me
You
and play a
gotta.
tune on my
You gotta
fiddle
play
for
the
me?
congressman.
I just want to
You haven't
hear
played
it.
that one yet, anyhow.
You don't play old Parnell, do you? You play old Parnell?
No,
All right. Now, he was the Prime Minister
love
of
the
Ireland.
sound
There's a
of
tune
your-
called Old Parnell.
Well,
Lonnie
Dan-
played it.
come on, do it.
Daniel O'Connell, the home ruler, was one of the guys, Irish freedom fighters too. There's a lot lot of those tunes that are named after the
Yeah.
Closer in mine.
Yeah. There you go. tired of that.
Yeah. That would sound good.
who's that written by?
Norman
That's a recent
Blake.
tune.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Norman. Oh yeah, I've heard that.
It's
Norman
good
wrote
fiddle.
that.
It's good fiddle. I mean, I've scratched the far out of it. Well, I'm not that good in, but I'm not used to it, of course. The strings are closer together and a little higher off the fingerboard.
I'm pretty happy with it. I just kind of came
It's
by
good
it by
fiddle.
accident,
Yeah,
but, you know.
It's good fiddle. Yeah, I like
Got a
it
nice-
real well. It's a little harder for me.
Kind of velvety sounds. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
respond real fast compared to like
That's
this
right.
fiddle or a lot of
And-
others.
No, it doesn't bite, but it's a good fiddle. Real well.
Whatever that one. What was that? Well, that's
Lagollandry.
Lagollandry. Now play Annie Laurie, and don't tell me I'm butchering it up, because I will.
That's great fiddle.
I'd never play the guitar if I listened to him every time.
Uh-huh.
I can't hit those off chords with it. getting started.
Well, I'm gonna have to play one more tune before I go. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to go.
Well, I heard her play Congress for you.
How's it go?
Congress reel.
How's it start? It started out like a plan. No, it's something like, it says, it's an A minor.
Play the old Bush instead.
The what?
The old Bush.
Oh, Jesus. Yes,
That's a great thing.
no, it's just,
What's the name of that now?
Yeah, sharps in it. Oh, the old Bush.
The Old Bush.
Yeah,
That's all
let's
it
see
is.
there, but
Yeah, is that a stutter?
it might be a
She
D,
does.
maybe a something in there.
it's got a sharp in it.
Well, they kind of static it there for a second. Is that a stutter?
Hold up. Well, I always prove it.
It's not all the way through, it just starts
There's,
out. That's all I meant.
What's that called? That you
roll-
do that?
it's a roll.
Is that a stutter?
That stuff,
Yeah.
that's called a long roll.
All right, but you do kind of a staticky thing. Yeah.
They just call that a triple.
Okay, because that Brian Mulvihill does that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and some of those younger fiddlers, the younger fiddlers, well, he does it a whole lot in
Yeah.
his records. Now, Martin doesn't do that at all, the dad.
Really?
I can't think of a time he does that. I think that's from another influence of another area or something of,
Style,
yeah.
Depends on the style.
Depends on the individual fiddler.
Yeah, well, but I
Some
mean,
people
maybe
can hit rolls
some
and
county in
hit
Ireland that
rolls.
was more common than it was in another
Yeah,
county.
yeah.
See, and Brian's been influenced by some fiddlers other than his father. you know,
Yeah,
so,
and in Donegal they use a boat
Yeah.
trumpet rather than
No, I can't remember McGreevy.
You mean like, that kind of stuff? The boat,
well,
oh, no, you
I
mean
think it's
the,
probably Steamers where you
Oh,
use
well,
the
What's a
Yeah.
Scotch lick? What's a
that's
Scotch
a-
lick?
he's playing a Dublin style, he's not playing Dublin
There's something they
style.
call a Scotch lick. I don't have any idea what it is. I read in some of these things it's called it. There's a
Oh,
Scotch.
you're talking about the,
Is that okay? That's what that is. Okay. I never had known what that was. Yeah, okay, that's that little jump there they have. Yeah.
Yes.
Go with something
That's
here.
that instantly that comes from bagpipe.
Yeah.
That's
Probably imitating
Yeah,
this,
that's
and they're all made on the bagpipes. And
Oh, that's where the fiddle came in. It replaced the bagpipes. The what? B flat.
yes, it's really.
No cape on it. B flat.
You're very gracious.
What is this?
B flat and E flat, both.
You change it in D flat?
Yeah, change that.
Yeah. If I can remember.
Get the walls so you can keep up.
Okay, all right.
We're still in flat.
Okay. to me. No, you should have done that to me.
It's a kind of a simple one. I thought you'd get it.
Well, I haven't played E flat only about 3 or 4 times.
What is that though?
Stephen's Waltz number 2.
Stephen's Waltz number 2. Have you always played that? I thought you played that in some other key.
No, I always played in B flat and E flat. Play Thunderbolt and I'm on the way home because that's what I think I see it coming. Thunderbolt on drive.
Thunderbolt. Yeah.
That's where a capo is better.
Got head off?
Yeah, you know, home. One of the boys that played for me all the time died of heart attack now. We're like, we're getting ready to play down there.
We done?
So we are, yeah.
A friend of yours?
Yeah, he plays with me all the time. We play together all the time.
He was a good guitar player too.
Yeah?
Plays guitar with me all the time.
He was a good guitar player. Really enjoyed it. We always were trading chords off. How old was Lewis?
He's up behind the heart attack, 62 or 3.
Oh, he's older than I thought he was.
Yeah.
I thought he was in late 50s.
Oh, the funeral's tomorrow and Tuesday. Night, you know, I got over there. You know, if I can sit here and play, I enjoy it.
Well, glad you came by.
What you done Saturday night?
This Saturday night? Don't know. Probably don't know what's going on.
I can't use them, don't know.
Well, better not. Better not, because I got contractors starting on that new building, and no telling what I'm going to be into. So
I'll tell you what, I've called out on how many people, but some of these little benefits and stuff around where it don't make any difference.
when's your deal at your house?
Oh, that's in June.
When? June
22nd.
See, that's what you.
Where
ought
you
to
all
come to.
guys?
That's
Gonna
where
be in
you
the
ought to
country
come.
22nd of June?
What's going on to the 2nd of June?
We're gonna
Yes,
be
it's
against
for-
City Grove.
This is where you ought to come.
I have
Now, how
a-
many fiddles do you think we did? 25, 30, 40
What?
probably? Fiddlers. How many fiddlers you do?
Oh, they'll be way over 50.
Yeah, they're from Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, all over, and all different kinds of styles.
Is this some occasion or just a
Yes,
party?
He's just a jam he
I
has at
twice
his
a year,
house.
I
They
have,
do
What party you having?
5 or 6 will pull their trailers in.
I
And
I have 2 a year in June and October.
that's a good one.
I let them camp there, you know, they just camp their trailers. in
You
there
live
and
close
something
here?
like that.
You live closer?
Yeah,
He
Don't
just
let a
lives
bunch of fiddlers camping.
20 minutes over here. He lives about as far from me as Kimberly City is from here.
Okay.
About right, is it? That'd be about right. Cape Fair.
Yeah, I've got to go back out almost Reed Spring to get out of here, you know, or why it's 76. Now I got to turn left, go back to Cape Fair.
You'll go back
Or you
right.
go to Cape Fair.
Yeah, he'll go left and you'll go right.
I live a mile and a half west of Cape Fair on 76.
So now there's
We
really
can park 100 or more trailers up at the house. And that's,
It goes on all night, all day and all night.
This year, Arkansas Fiddler Association is going to have their spring camp out of my house. Same time I have my jam, you know. And
There'll be a lot of Texas
start on
style.
Thursday. See.
Which I don't be careful too much, but anyway.
There'll be two.
But there'll be a
at
lot of
least
old
two
timers
Texas
too.
style fiddlers there. Sloan Fiddle's Texas style fiddler. Let's see who else.
Well, I think most of those guys, that Johnson and those
Oh,
guys
no,
from down there around
Johnson,
Springdale or so, to me that's Texas style.
There was,